Gammy Sparkles here, also known as Gangsta Gammy. Okay, why am I talking today? I am so outraged at what is happening in my nation. I'm going to speak up to all the Congress and state legislators in this little video. I'm not even writing it down. My first unscripted, I usually write it, mail it, and speak. Okay, first, yesterday, in horror, I watched a young man put himself on fire on film and completely burn himself. They covered some of it so you didn't actually see all of it, but he is perished. His name was Aaron Bushnell. He was an Air Force senior airman, and in Lackland, San Antonio, he was a young man who had a life and friends and convictions. Whether he died for what is supposed to be the Palestinian cause or the Israeli cause or the Ukrainian cause, we don't know all of the motivations. Could have been your son, could have been my son. Ukraine has 43 or more biolabs, which we put there. Israel and Saudis and CIA, Mossad, they want to control a pipeline of oil in the Middle East. So does Russia and China and Iran. And they're all battling about this and they're battling about that. Our nation is battling supposedly to survive a globalist takeover of Maoist, Marxist, communist crimes against humanity. We have so much happening that our legislators are guilty of. And let me explain that. The laws, the executive orders, the bills, the statute, the restrictions on all of us in this nation have reached epic proportions of violation of the United States Constitution and of every human right we all have. And I'm going to list them as I speak to the legislators, whether you're selected or elected. Number one, the number one thing happening right now is the border is open. Millions and millions of people have come through, many of them military age, from all kinds of other nations. What are we supposed to do? Go get training so grandmas can get on the front line and defend America? If I have to, I will. And you might think I'm nuts. Well, I think all of the legislators who have allowed the bills and laws that have been passed in America, not just in the last 3 years, most of them in the last 3 years, but before that by people who are in the shadows, creating all of the horror that is our schools and our school boards, our nightmares where children are born one way and now people who claim to be professionals, whether it's the military, the counselors, the librarians, the doctors, are transforming children to other genders, and it's all okay. And we're supposed to take it. The emperor has no clothes. I'll say it again. Will we fight for America? And I'm not advocating violence here. I'm advocating that our legislators, senators, and representatives, and our judges, and the whole system of unelected assistants are stopped from what they're allowing to happen. The open border, the millions of people coming in, which is a major invasion of America. That's the J6 was peaceful people until our government was weaponized to set up the whole thing so they wouldn't look at the real thing happening. Election fraud, nationwide, worldwide. Every machine is violatable. Through the firewall, Albert sensors, nothing works. We know this. The technology is so great out there, they could do your mind with EMF, MK Ultra, in our water, in our food, in our media, social engineering, mental engineering, physical bioweapon engineering, the bioweapon of the COVID jab, which is not a vaccine. Everything that has been done has been an attack on America. And the bills and the laws passed have promoted it. We're giving money to countries that have 43 biolabs, and the leader will forget it. I'm not going there. It's insanity. So our legislators are guilty. In Denver, good men stand up to fight for children and bills that would harm them, and people cut them off, won't even let them finish their sentence. When is that bipartisan? There is nothing bipartisan going on. We have been raped mentally and physically as a nation. I'm so damn mad I can't even see straight. That young man that put himself on fire could have been my grandkid, could have been your grandkid or your child. When will we stand up to these people who are taking billions of dollars in pay? And that includes pharma, tech, all the big organizations. They're complicit. Watch Tucker when Mr. Benz gets on and exposes all the big money, whether we're talking about the international globalists, World Economic Forum, WHO, UN, NATO, all corrupt, all need to be defunded. The schools need to be defunded. They are massively harming our children. You want to see what the schools think is okay to happen to your kids through all the horrible materials they promote, and we can't seem to stop them? Parents can't make a difference to take your kid away? Check it out. Can you see it? These are real things happening to children. Okay, I know I've had enough. Again, the emperor has no clothes. I'm done with this. I think our people that we elected, which they mostly were selected, the machines have been violated. Everything that we've been told is a lie. The food supplies, places being blown up, land being taken by eminent domain to make fake carbon pipelines when we don't need that. It's a lie. The Green Deal is a lie. Climate change is a lie, and we are having weather manipulated, since the 60s we know of by both military and private organizations. Everything we've been told, the plane derailments, the fires, Maui, everywhere else, it's all being done in some form of attack to take us down so many notches, economically, mentally, to dehumanize our children, sexualize, over-sexualize, and just steal their sterility through the fake jab of the bioweapon. Everything that's happening is a lie, and it's a crime. And I call for every legislator to stop this and stop attacking their own country. I don't know what else to say. I've made 2 videos. One, I was sadder and half awake. This one, I'm more awake and I'm madder now. I'm going to post them both. But I'm only going to post one to the legislators, and that's this one, because I hold you complicit in every crime against America, against our children, against the nation, against our vets, where you give money to people who came here illegally. That's an invasion. That is not a migrant. Buildings being built, even in Colorado Springs, horrible, stupid apartment buildings that nobody wants, while they destroy single family with overtaxing, ripping apart everything in our society for horrible treatment of humanity. This is genocide, mutilation, worldwide by the globalists, and we know who all these people are, and they need to be handled in a court. International courts for high crimes against humanity. I've had enough. I don't know about you. Are we going to just stand up now and say no more? Please? And I'm going to go train if they're going to attack us, whoever they are. We're ready to fight, or we're ready to create peace. It's up to you, the legislators. Half of you have passports to Israel. What the heck is that about? Globalists are running our country through Soros and Arabella and all these government paid. We are paying for the destruction of America. We're the slow boiling frogs. Why are we doing that? Politicians, bureaucrats, interested parties, non-government organizations, non-profits, we're being raped mentally, physically, and in every other way, financially. How can we not see this? I'm freaking out. How about you?